Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Muhammad Asif Bahadur Khan. My registration number is 17 3054. I have assigned practical work by Dr. Ghulam Abbas Shah about biomass distribution in legume crop. In the field, I have available mung bean crop. First of all, we have to pull a whole plant from the soil like this. After pulling a plant from the soil, we need to separate soil from the root. Then after separating soil, we have to count different sample like this. First sample is root, we have to cut it. Then second sample is stem, third sample is branches, fourth sample is leaf, fifth sample is pod. After drying a sample, uh, we have to separate seed from the pod like this, but don't destroy the seed pod cover, because we have to wait pod cover also. There are total six sample. First sample is root, second is stem, third is branches, fourth is leaf, fifth is pod, and sixth is seed. There are different stages of biomass distribution. Some people count stages at reproductive or vegetative stages. In vegetative stages, there are 5 stages: V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. And after vegetative stages, legume convert vegetative to reproductive. So reproductive stages are 7, R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, R7. R7 is last stage. uh, that are called physiological maturity. After biomass distribution, we discuss about a relationship between vegetative and reproductive growth in legume. We have 2 plant of mung bean. First plant have more number of leaves and stem, and second plant have so many pods. Uh, if legume crop are investing in stem and leaf, then their pod will be less. And if they are investing in pod, so their vegetative growth will be less. uh, this is due to nitrogen, because legume crop fix nitrogen, and if we give more nitrogen to plant, then they do not use atmospheric nitrogen, so their growth will be disturbed. Uh, this all depend on farmer need. If farmer wants to grow for legume for fodder purpose, he needs more vegetative growth. And if he want seed, so he needs more reproductive stage. Thank you.